Welcome to the Status Effect Show. I'm Handbark with Goof Proof Grunt, Death Wombat, the Fighting Bagel, and your host, the Kazmat.
Jesus Christ. Hey, we're back for episode 2. We're going to actually keep trying to do this, regardless of how much time and all this other bullshit is trying to make us stop. We're here with episode 2, and we're going to be doing something new. We're going to be doing reviews on games that we've played, but not in the standard of scoring them 1 to 10. It's going to be whether or not you should buy it, rent it, get it when it's cheap, or just tell it to fuck off.
I might score a 1 to 10 though. I'll admit, I might score a 1 to 10.
You're a 10. It's real gay, alrighty.
Off on a highlight. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll start with the Wombat, and just go right on down.
What have I been playing lately? I have been playing. I was going to talk about this later down the road, but the Corpse Party series is phenomenal. I love it. I love it to death. I'll defend it. It's the reason why I think the Vita is the best thing. Well, I mean, like, it's probably one of the best things I have for my Vita. Why I'm actually proud of my having a Vita. So, that's my recommendation. The whole series, anyway.
Well, okay, so some people don't know, it's pretty much, it kind of drives like an RPG, but it's like a graphic novel, I assume, with choices and stuff.
It's more, the original one is like this top-down, like, classic style, like how...
but I mean, like, should they get it, like, as brand new, or should they wait for a flash sale? I mean, like, I understand you're a fan, but I mean, like, should they wait until there's a flash sale, and if they see it on flash sale, should they pick it up immediately?
I don't know. But
I'm not saying right now, I'm saying just in general.
The first 2 games were a PSP game, so...
Oh, well then they're probably like $5, so yeah.
So,
even if you don't really care, I mean, if you like horror, he says it's good, so give it a shot.
My favorite horror series.
Alright,
Alright.
yeah, do it up.
Alright, I'm going to review Firewatch. It is it's a walking simulator. I'm sure some of you watching this have heard the term. You just walk around, you experience the story. There's a little bit of interactivity. It's about a guy named Henry, and he takes this job as a fire lookout in the middle of like the Rocky Mountains to get away from his shitty life. I won't say anymore because it spoils the story.
I hope you wouldn't.
No. Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Here's the ending.
Spoilers, he walks.
He's actually a horse.
Spoilers. He is a centaur.
Innocent.
Whoa, I hope he's at least majestic.
Goddamn right he is. Anyway, there's some mysterious stuff starts happening and you investigate it and it gets incredibly tense. Critics kind of shit on the ending a little bit, but after thinking about it a little bit, it fits the whole overall theme of the game. It's $20 and it's only about 2 to 3 hours long if you're not super duper interested in it.
Or rent it from Redbox, I'm sure. Unless
it's digital only. It's
digital only.
Digital only.
See,
it's on PSN and PC. It's not on Xbox One.
Okay, and at that Corpse Party, they actually have physical copies, right? Yeah, so you can look at that too. I don't know how much it is.
Ooh.
That's whatever the hell he wants to do.
Yeah.
I could add in, you guys go ahead.
Anyway.
All right.
On the mine, I've actually been playing Stella Glow, and it is really weeb. But I figured since I'm in a bridge crap, I might as well just forsake myself and say fuck it. It's turn-based RPG. Turn-based RPG. Say fuck it. But it's turn-based RPG. It's got really good voicing in it. I was impressed with it because I bought it as an experiment because I was like, yeah, fuck it.
Is it English?
It's English. It's all in English, so it's none of that high pitched stuff where you're gonna lose your eardrum.
They're like,
none of that. No,
We're not doing that.
Yeah. It's all in English. There is some parts where I did cringe. There were some sentences in it that made me go, "Are you kidding me?" Some of the female shapes are a little weird.
People die when they're killed.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It has the little parts like from Persona where you actually go out and you hang out with them, and that's how you get some of their abilities. Is by every time after some of the main story missions, they give you free time to hang out with characters, and you get to learn new things about the character and everything like that. And I like that from the Persona series. I didn't like living their life. Fuck that. So that's good. It had the good part, didn't have the bad part. The turn-based is actually very comprehensive. It's it kind of plays like tactics, like Final Fantasy Tactics. You can do a lot of mean shit. But I mean, like I played a lot of it, and it felt like it's worth about $15. So I would say wait until it goes on sale. I've been enjoying it at least, so I would say wait for 15, maybe 20 if Nintendo decides.
Nintendo doesn't put things on sale.
Or just wait for a flash sale then. But it's good, and get past the weeb and you'll be good. So that's mine. Go ahead there, Bagel.
Alright, well, I'm a little behind on the times, but I'm going to do the only game I've really been playing for the last couple of months because all the good games that I want have not come out yet, such as Deus Ex, Mass Effect, and No Man's Sky, which I will probably vanish once they all come out.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to review
We're
Fallout.
all gonna vanish. When
Oh,
the last
absolutely.
episode's out.
I'm
They,
gonna
if they VR headset goodbye planet, you go goodbye.
I mean,
Earth.
if you want to play The Witcher.
I am going to review Fallout 4, which is a very big game. Well, to put my experience very short, it was very fun. My first 10 minutes, I was mini-nuked at least 6 times.
10 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Got my
Jesus.
butt kicked in, like,
You don't really-
Where did you go? Jesus.
Raiders, man.
ran into at least 3 death claws within my first 5 levels.
You went the wrong
You
way.
went wow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but
Wow.
I made it through somehow. I don't know.
I didn't see my first death claw till I was already
Did I-
bad.
I was just gonna.
I was already a
I
bad.
wasn't that fortunate.
And by then it was only blinding.
Yeah.
Uh,
I already had my cripple gun. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a really good game. Big sandbox. Everybody that I've met has put at least 100 hours into it that I've seen at GameStop and everything like that.
He's even sitting here.
yeah.
Not gonna ruin it, but there's a big wide open
Shameful
world.
amount of time in the first week.
Oh my god, we lost so much sleep.
4 very interesting factions you can choose from. Do whatever one you feel is best. They're
We had to argue
all
with people.
very... Oh, yeah. Like
Yeah.
how we just did earlier before this video
A
started.
lot of arguing.
Brotherhood of Steel.
But yeah, I think it's a very good game, and you should probably play it. If it's on sale now, definitely get it.
I don't think. I
No,
think
There's
it
a
may be
bunch
like
of sales
Hey.
going on.
Oh wait,
right now.
no, it
What?
actually was on sale for the
Oh,
for
really?
the PSN's Oscars.
Get
It's
it
like
anyway.
40,
Just
19,
get it
or
anyway.
something
And
like
then-
that.
And if you do have it, I would suggest getting the season pass while it's still.
Yeah, it's $30
$30
for like another 2 days. Get on that.
And get it before No Man's Sky comes out.
Have you done that? Actually, get the
No,
the
yeah,
season.
I'm
You
gonna
should
probably
get the
soon. I'm
season
gonna
pass.
soon.
It's
March
30, and then if you don't get it
Well,
in time, it's gonna be 60.
I have a thing against season passes because of Battlefront. So.
Well, but this one is usually
Yeah, this
Fallout's
one's-
usually really.
If you
good.
get
I
it
know
before it
about
turns
that.
50, it's totally worth it.
That's true. That's true.
March
that's
1st.
totally
I don't know when this video will be uploaded, but March 1st it turns.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Hopefully
Yeah,
have
it's a
it in
good
by,
game.
yeah. Anyway, let's start the regular show. Even though I kind of talked in yours, and I'm sorry. I am gonna be working on that, but I'm really sorry. I have a habit of Chris Matthewing people, and I don't need to. Far Cry Primal, it's like all the other Far Cries you played, but in Booga Booga times. You go spears and clubs and have animal friends and stuff.
And Ubisoft, they got a bunch of guys and they made a language for
They
the
did.
game. They put
Yeah,
a lot of
that's-
work into it.
Yeah, they
Make
talked
a
to
whole language.
anthropologists and all this other stuff to make sure it was legitimate.
Their
and-
work ethics are bad, but I mean, hey, they tried.
Honestly, if you like the Far Cry formula of go climb the thing, kill the outpost, it's the best one. I think it's the best one.
I feel like they're getting steps forward,
Is
but
it
I
still
don't
a-
want to be in goddamn Booga Booga time.
Is
I
this
stole
still
four-
like
Force
an
One.
annual thing
Pagan
now?
Man's my favorite bad guy. Ever.
It's been an annual thing for the last couple
I
of years.
really like 3.
Three was good.
They probably,
guys
I
you
assume,
back?
it seems
Yeah,
like they're
I
shifting their
liked-
business model a little bit.
I noticed.
Boss.
Well,
I like the
they
fact
announced
that
that
he
Assassin.
started
There's
getting
no
Boss
Assassin's
on it.
Creed this year.
Yeah, and Boss.
No.
Yeah, we talked about that last one too. We talked about how there's gonna be no Assassin's Creed.
Oh, the next one makes me so sad.
Yeah,
9 years of just
yeah.
disappointment.
It literally this next one has been a dick tease for like
Forever.
9 years. 9 years. The next one we got is
Any Valve game that
yeah,
ends in
Valve. Yeah, but they apparently recently during someone going into the code of the VR headset, they found some files that were labeled Half-Life 3, and they have in a bunch of different things. But I am a big fan of the Half-Life series.
Oh,
So is this
Everybody's
guy
a big
next to
fan
me.
of the Half-Life series.
And I think they also had like a Left 4 Dead 3.
That's probably all they put on
So,
the game, though. It's probably
I
just
mean,
sitting there.
it was just file names, and they've been doing this all the time. But I'd like to hope against hope that at some point I get to see the end of the Free Man.
I would
I
take
just
a
want that.
text-based adventure game at this point.
No.
You know what?
To Half-Life.
You know what?
Release a book. Give us the script.
If it's a book, yeah, let me read it. Let me see the ending. Let me see what's going on. I'm tired.
That
Just make a
cliffhanger is
movie
just
directed by Ua Bull.
heart wrenching. That
Yeah,
cliffhanger,
just-
the way they
They would
ended.
probably
You
just
don't know.
murder
I
it.
know.
Shut up. He'll box you.
He'll box your ears.
No, you bull will box you if you shit in his movie. Literally.
Yeah.
He challenges people to boxing matches if they don't
You
like
just
his
tell
movies.
him no.
Yeah.
You just tell him no.
And then his weird stubby little body will come chasing you with boxing gloves on.
That's assault. She's getting arrested. So whatever.
Exactly. Let it happen.
Next thing, apparently the people over at EA, they've been talking about just throwing around the idea of a Dragon Age Tactics game. Now, I honestly, the first one, I pretty much played it as a turn-based game, pretty much, or as close as you could to the first one, because if you didn't, you were gonna get fucked.
No, I didn't.
The second one, you were a lot of The second one was a lot more action-y based, but I mean, like, I've been playing Shadowrun and everything like that, so it would be the same damn thing, only in Dragon Age, and I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of already is, but full-on turn-based still makes it, I guess.
It's slowly turning into an action game like Mass Effect.
Well, technically, actually, judging from Inquisition, it's slowly turning into an MMO, but not online. It was online, but you didn't play with anybody.
I hate those games. I hate them,
Inquisition
especially
was fun, though.
like that Xenoblade game. That. Ugh.
I like Inquisition though. That was fun.
Yeah, well, Inquisition was
What
fun.
did
Still
they-
never bet it.
It was too
I'll
much.
say this.
Almost at the end. Still never bet it.
They market that at, like, I remember saying, oh, look at all these, like, romantic interests. I'm not, like, big on that thing, but they marketed that, but they restricted so much.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, we have, like, so many romantic interests. If you're into that thing, there's so many in this game.
Well-
And then it's like, if you're a straight guy, you
There's
get
2.
Yeah, you get 2, and then if you're the gay dude, you have, like, a lot more options.
Well,
if you have a Minotaur, you
two-
can fuck a Minotaur.
No,
not a Minotaur,
he's
he's
not
a
a Minotaur. He's a
Kunari.
Kunari. That's racist.
He's
That's
the man,
racist.
dude. He's the
That
best.
shows up.
He's the
Actually,
best
my
character
favorite-
in that
I think-
game.
favorite
Iron Bull's
squad
the
mate.
best.
Yeah. Freddie Prinze Jr. was.
But I mean, it was nice
Wait,
to
really?
see. Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr.
James
I actually,
Carter,
still alive?
Vega, James from Mass Effect.
I actually hate James.
Me too.
I
hate
loved
him.
him.
He's an idiot.
You guys suck.
It was okay.
But I actually went and I met Iron Bull, and I heard that guy voiced him, and I remember going, that guy's gotta suck, and he ended up being my best friend in the whole goddamn game. But I actually like the fact that they let people pick a lesbian character, or make a lesbian character, make a gay character. I like that. I would like everything to be even across the board.
Yeah.
I would like, in like the Fire Emblem games, if you want to put romance in it, you better be able to let the dicks touch, you better let the scissor happening, because otherwise you're being a dick.
Let the dicks touch.
It's just a little bit of whoop. It's just, whoop.
I think Nintendo should look at how other games are selling, say like Dragon Age, like where people openly embrace it instead of like, oh, you're gonna censor this because this is not gonna work.
We're gonna
in this
come-
country."
we're gonna
We're not
that.
starting that
We're gonna-
conversation right now
we're gonna-
because it will never
yeah.
end.
We're gonna have an
Save
entire
that-
episode at some point.
Yeah.
I've done the research. It's just lazy.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be stuck on this if we keep going. Next thing we got is that they're almost done with the Carmageddon games, and I played that a lot when I was sick as a kid. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I thought it was fun. It was Twisted Metal, but without the guns, and it was a lot of crashing around, and you get a lot of points for running into people. And just the fact that they're working on it again kind of brought back that childhood thing. You guys were playing like Mortal Kombat. I was driving around hitting old people with a car. That's what I was
I
doing.
wish I was like that, but my parents
I
were
was
like, "Oh God, we can't have any blood or violence in your video games."
I don't know where you're going. But I mean,
I would just like
It's
to
my-
interrupt for breaking news. The
what?
award for Best Actor goes to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yay!
the meme is broken.
The meme
finally
is
did
dead. Everyone shut
Meme
up.
is dead. He got the Oscar.
He finally did it.
Got the Oscar.
Now shut up, internet.
Congratulations to him. I kind of wanted the jokes to go on.
Is he gonna
But
look-
good to him. Good for him.
I
The
want-
jokes will go on, but
I
it won't
want.
be funny.
I
Great
want.
for him.
I want to see his acceptance speech. I hope he licks it. Just finally.
I hope he
When you
walks
eat
up,
live,
takes
They're
it,
probably
and then
crying
walks
right
off.
now. Enjoy it.
Everyone's probably crying right now.
Yeah, but
He'll use his favorite line from The Revenant.
Okay, let's go back.
let's get back on track.
All right, let's go to really big news here that I feel like we probably should have talked about first.
No,
But
you
it's
gotta have
big.
it right in the middle.
Right in the middle. It's the
Yeah.
perfect time.
Pokemon Moon and Pokemon Sun have been announced the other day.
For the 20th
The
anniversary.
20th anniversary.
Praise
Yes.
the anniversary.
Praise the sun.
Well, you either have
I'm
edition
going Moon.
where it's Moon, or it's Solaire, praise the sun. Whatever you want to do. Either way, they're both fantastic. Because it's a Pokemon game, I don't even really need to. But I really hope they bring back the trainer customization and like it's just everything that made X and Y fun, and then make it a pretty story. I want more story. Give me story. I don't need the bullshit.
I hope they make a larger generation than the last one. Though. It was like 70 new ones.
To be fair,
It's kinda hard,
on their
at
part, they
this
had to
point.
port all
Yeah.
600 of them into 3D.
Yeah.
And they also had to make a whole new direction, a whole new engine, a whole new everything. Mind you, it's also Nintendo, and it's a Pokemon game, and we lost our minds going diagonal. We lost our minds being able to sit on a bench.
Sad,
And yeah, see, that's what I meant.
It's sad. It's
The fact that we freaked out because we got to sit down and go diagonally.
I literally ran around and I
Hey.
found out you could run diagonally.
Yeah, and you ran
Yeah,
around in a
this'll-
fucking circle.
It will be an instant buy for me if I get a Mega Persian or a Mega Mismagius. Instant.
I
all
feel
of my
already-
money.
I already got Mega Galley.
I don't give
I'm
a
good,
fuck.
man.
Mega Flygon, please.
Mega Galley.
Anything?
Persian.
I got mine. I'm good.
Well, I would
Mega
go for
Galley became a
Distribute.
thing, and I never got one because I will not play through that fucking travesty of Ruby and
No.
Sapphire.
I played through it. It hurt. I played through it.
But
So disappointing.
But I'm also just to open up some Ruse Cruise. I hope it involves that lunar moon and the solar moon, and they actually unlock what their secret is because it's in the Pokédex, and that is a important plot point that I think that they're gonna hit.
Hang on. The lunar moon and the solar moon.
Whatever the Pokemon names were.
Lunatone and Solrock.
Wow.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I am a faggot. We call them both moons.
I know
Yeah?
Gen
Yes.
1,
Oh,
and I know most of Gen 2.
I don't think
if
that's-
you ask me anything afterwards,
Well, I
I'm
think
probably
they
going
were.
to give you a blank stare.
Which ones?
Yeah, Lunatone and Solrock.
Yeah, they were.
yeah,
But I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I
know
never
nothing
used them.
past Gen 2.
They were goddamn useless.
Yeah, they
So
were.
I never learned their names.
I used
so-
one out of spite my first time through Sapphire
Yeah,
because I
but I mean- but I
wanted the moon.
yeah. But I mean, I'm excited for it, and I'm still happy that after even 20 years later, I'm still giddy like a kid.
I'm
I
not.
just Pokemon.
After all the bullshit
I'm
not-
Nintendo's
after-
been doing.
I need something glittering like a childhood. I need it.
Don't
need
get me
something
wrong,
like
I am
that, yeah.
super duper excited for it, but I am cautiously excited because of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because I was over the moon hyped when they were announced, and they killed me.
True.
I-
They pushed it out the door.
Oh my
I
god,
mean,
it was so.
too much
it was
water.
7.8 out of 10. Too much water, IGN.
Thanks,
Too much
IGN.
water. Thanks.
And
Sorry,
then-
I'm talking over you.
but if it
I'm
got
sorry.
delayed, people will be complaining about that. But
I would
I don't-
actually rather it.
I
be
would
delayed.
rat.
Yeah.
Take a year off. Get a new development team so they don't just make the same game again. It'll be great.
They held Mega Galley behind the
God,
whole
I
goddamn
keep-
story. I wasn't able to get. I just wanted to have a Galley that looked like
You
a
got
paladin.
him at
That's
the
all
end
I
of
got.
Victory Road.
I just wanted him. That is literally the only reason I wanted to buy that game, and they hid it behind that piece of shit story. I hate it. And make sure that when you make the new game, you make only the needed HMs as Fly and Surf, or I swear to God.
No, you know what they should need to do? Make Pokemon that should be able to fly after you get a certain badge. Make them that should be able to surf,
Oh, yeah.
surf after a certain badge. No more HMs.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm
No more.
actually into that. What do you think?
Advance
That'll work.
your
Yeah,
gameplay a slight amount.
Oh, so it's just an unlockable. Oh yeah, I got
To
wings.
be allowed to do it,
Yeah.
you need the badge.
You need like a license.
Yes.
Like a license to do it rather than a move, because it usually
I mean, you keep the
competitively
move,
and
What-
it
the moves
kinda
can stay in the
bogs you
game, they
down.
just don't need to be necessary to do the thing.
That, and it bogs you down to having to stop every time to use a certain HM. It always bogs me down, and I hate it.
Just the fact that you have to have that one dedicated member on your team that knows cut and strength and rock smash.
and yeah,
Whatever the
Beat is a monster.
rat Pokemon is for that generation is
Yeah.
what gets it.
which it completely ruins it. I don't want to have this garbage Pokemon that is. I want my 6. I don't want 5.
I don't like when the bushes would the ones that you cut, they come back and you're like, can you just cut
They
it?
stopped doing that.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's that.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
You know what I actually liked about in the older ones was the games that the Pokemon, I guess it was whichever was the first one in your party would be the one that would
That was
follow you
one
around.
game. Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
That was the
My
first game.
still my absolute favorite Pokemon game. And you
It
had,
was neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had the follow thing around from Yellow, so that was neat.
I would like that.
but it was whatever Pokemon you wanted. You could have God following around behind you.
Oh god! And then they would have like little cute things like God is poking around and acting real playful.
Oh no, RC he was Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
Or Platinum.
Either way, I want a bike shirt behind me to say he's feeling real cuddly. No. He wants affection. Bike Sharp wants a hug. In Killer Instinct, they're going to be putting the Arbiter from Halo.
I love it.
What do you?
I love it. 10 out of 10.
It feels like they're just kind of cramming in like franchises.
Microsoft
That's a fantastic idea.
But they've been doing it in Mortal Kombat, and I guess other ones could do it. It feels a little weird. I mean, I even felt weird with the Soul Calibur with Link in it.
Nathan Drake for Street Fighter.
With fighting games, it's such a niche audience, especially like ones that are really dedicated to playing that for as long as the game's been out so far.
Yeah.
When you want to release characters, sometimes making a brand new one isn't such a good idea. So it's really safe to use a character everyone already knows.
I can understand.
That's why
Yeah, that's a good one.
they're using Arbiter, and that's why Mortal Kombat is using characters like Jason and the Alien.
Did they still
That means
have
that they're really nervous.
Isn't it like one of the
about that game.
Battletoads in
Yeah,
Killer Instinct?
Battletoad. Yeah.
That was timed, right?
I don't know. I don't even know. We don't have Xbox
Yeah,
One.
none
We
of us
can't.
have
We
Xbox,
don't.
so we have no
We
idea.
don't. We don't.
We don't know.
That's why we needed mashed potatoes here.
Yeah.
Needed her because she actually has the goddamn thing. So.
Anyway.
It's like I don't.
It's a neat idea. In terms of guest characters in fighting games, I think Mortal Kombat X way overdid it.
Yeah.
They introduced a bunch of movie monsters in place of series mainstays like Baraka, who's been in literally all of them.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers is like
Smash Brothers is a
Smash
guest
Brothers,
fighter.
why are you
Yeah,
with
guest
that?
fighters
I was
the
like-
game. They're all guest fighters.
Yeah,
everyone.
they're all guest fighters except for Mario
It's in the
and
name.
Luigi. Yeah, Smash Bros. Anyway, we're gonna get a little bit spookier here. We're gonna be talking about the PT game, the Silent Hill, and the ones that are trying to take the torch of it. Like what was that? What was the one that we found?
Layers of Fear.
Yeah, Layers of Fear, which is I guess some painter losing his marbles.
I heard it's.
They're all.
I mean,
Allison Road looked kind of cool.
well, I mean, it's like they there's a void of that really cool
Yeah.
and spooky game, and they know what people want, but they can't achieve it because they don't have Del Toro or a
Koji.
lunatic driving it. A fantastic
I
lunatic,
think-
but a lunatic.
I think it's time to stop
Did you
trying
play
to be
PT?
PT.
Okay.
Because it was
I didn't know,
fantastic.
I didn't know.
It stands on its own as a game, even though it's a trailer.
Which you can't even get anymore, which is a shame. Which I just
There's a way to
watch it.
re-download it if you had it downloaded at some point, but that's it. If you didn't, tough luck.
Probably
Watch it on YouTube.
He has it, so you can try it over here. Yeah, if you want to get the shit scared out of you,
It's very good.
It's very, very good. The atmosphere is.
And the fact that he wasn't trying
Better
to
than
make it
Outlast?
the best. Yeah, it's better than Outlast.
I really like
Oh
that
my
one.
god, Outlast was good, really good. Which
Outlast
I
is also
hope
very
I
good.
hope we can actually try and do another playthrough of that. 'Cause
No,
that
the
was
one
fun.
we did stands on its own. We need to
Because- yeah,
re-upload
'cause-
it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
fantastic.
we'll do Outlast 2 one.
It's just any spooky game in general. It's like it depends on what you want. Like if you're gonna have a Resident Evil game where you get to shoot it, but I mean like once you put the gun in someone's hand, you kind of take the terror away.
A little bit.
I-
I for one would love for someone to nail Lovecraftian, like, if not the madness aspect, the great tentacle horrors.
I think it's the sheer fact of the unknown, which is the scary
the
part of
unknown.
it. But that's a hard thing to put in a video game.
That's the only
that
game
novel
for
that me and
Lovecraft was
Hamburg
Shadow.
read.
Was it?
Oh,
Shadow-
you want to talk
Shadow-
about Lovecraftian madness? Jesus.
Shadows in the corner of the earth.
Dark Corners of the Earth.
Dark Corners of the
Corners of the Earth.
Well-
I made it the farthest of everybody here.
Yeah.
Really scary. Scared the hell out of
Yeah,
me.
it scared the hell out of me. Because I read the books.
It was tense. Mine too. Yeah.
One of the reasons why I like the Corpse Party series, it's not like super heavy on like, oh, I'm gonna scare the shit out of you. It's more about the story and the atmosphere. And the first game, you would look at it and you're like, this looks like some like old school like little top down little walk around stuff. But then they go into the story and then like the dialogue, the descriptions that they would do, like when they're like this one part where the lady gets trapped under a bookcase. This ghost comes up on top of this
I
thing.
I mean, like, I feel like you might be spoiling some stuff.
Well, I will say this. There is a Corpse Party anime that came out as an adaptation. Do not watch it. It's garbage. I'm not even kidding. I was like, oh, because our buddy, he watched it. He's like, this is kind of meh. And I'm like, I watched it. I'm like, it can't be. I'm like, they took out all of the horror that was in the game and put in panty shots and groping and boob jiggles. And I'm like,
God damn it, Japan.
Well, I mean,
Why?
I guess they know their target audience, I guess.
and
so,
but they made a live action
They're just
movie,
living
and
up
I'm
to their
tempted to see it, but
That sounds like a bad idea.
yeah.
That's like watching a live action any video game movie.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Some exceptions. Super Mario Brothers, the movie, Oscar Gold, that should have won Elvie Awards.
Oh my god. You're really making a hard hurdle to get over to talk to the next point here. Oh my god. Anyway, next thing we're going to be talking about is the permadeath in Fire Emblem in general.
But
we're not going to go super in depth into it. We're just going to be talking about how the permadeath in a tactic game, like if you lose the unit, they're gone forever. I don't like it. I don't think it gives you a lot of like a sacrificial play. It doesn't like. I mean, I guess it will give you more emotion when you connect to the character.
Yeah.
You
There's
get
a lot
the
of
fun
My
shit.
brother will fight
Yeah,
you
and
to
there's-
death on
There's
this.
a lot of tension in those kind of situations where it's a very hard area or a very hard level.
Yeah, but there's nothing
And-
to really
I
stop
mean-
you from like resetting the game. If
Yeah, but
someone's-
I mean, when you're playing the game and you lose a unit, you're gonna if one dies, you're just gonna reset it anyway. So what the hell's the point?
I will
There's
say,
hardcore players who will play legitimately and not stop.
I will
Yeah.
say this.
I think I heard on the harder difficulties of the new one, it stops you from like save scumming as they call it, and it just
Yeah.
if you get to save at the end of each mission, you can't you can't go back. Like it auto saves in the middle at certain points of the mission.
Well, it's just I don't like it because
it
I feel like
depends.
I like that it's an option.
You
I
know-
want it to continue to be an option. It's actually what turned me away from the Fire Emblem series at the beginning because it was like I like tactic games, but I don't want to be terrified the whole time. I don't.
There was.
I also didn't play XCOM because I didn't
I
want to
played a
lose a
lot
guy.
of
and then
XCOM. I never reviewed
yeah.
XCOM because of that. I
Fuck
can't.
XCOM.
Yeah.
Dude, those
Fuck that fucking game.
those RNG chances. Oh my god! Like
85% miss.
right in the right in front of your face.
And then the other guy just rips your throat out.
but
And then you guys didn't do a very good job over here. We're pulling your funding.
oh, your
and you're
funding's
dying.
gone. You lose. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Aliens win.
Yeah,
I
cool.
won every single fucking match I had, but because I didn't
Hey,
manage
man.
my base well enough, they all told me to fuck off.
So you got ALMA.
Uninstalled.
Mayo.
Uninstalled immediately.
Hey,
Fuck it.
Hey,
I wanna say this, though.
Alright, stop that. Jesus.
I want to say this. The permadeath system that I actually really liked, if any of you guys really played the original Final Fantasy Tactics game,
Yo.
if someone died, they would turn into a crystal, and you had 3 turns to revive them.
Okay,
Yeah,
that I'm
I
okay
love
with.
that. Yeah.
That is
That's
okay.
alright
They
system.
have it in like
XCOM had
Valkyrie,
that too, I think.
Valkyrie Chronicles or something like that. I
XCOM
like it
did
if they
have
give
that,
you
yeah.
a chance, like a reasonable amount of time to get the characters.
Yeah,
I'm
3
okay
turns.
with that. But if it's like the person gets dropped and they're gone forever, fuck you. I don't like that.
It is.
I don't like that.
Although I think there was a boss fight, if they were like petrified or something, or there was something that,
I think it's petrification.
Yeah.
It's probably insta death.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's-
could not revive
yeah,
them.
that's
Well,
ridiculous.
unless you like.
Unless they cast death on you, and that seems like that's unfair. Your character's lost forever. They just cast a status effect. What the? What?
I don't think it did that.
mean a
It might have been
status
the older ones, but
A status effect. Yay!
Oh my god.
Yay,
I
we're
had to.
terrible
Oh
people.
my
I
God.
saw the chance and I had to.
Okay.
bring that back. Bring that whole system of
Well,
reviving.
they still kind of have it.
It's
I
not
mean,
in Fire. It's not
in
in Fire Emblem.
It's not in Fire
XCOM.
Emblem anymore. It's in Valkyrie Chronicles,
like-
so that's a good game.
I would like another Final Fantasy Tactics.
I mean, A2 is the latest one, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do, because I guess they had the one game was actually in the Tactic world, right? Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 12 was in the Tactic universe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the 12.
So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I didn't play through all that one because I fell asleep during it. I'm not even joking.
That's a sign of
I
a good
fought
game.
a giant orb thing.
I
and
was
then
35 hours into that game, and I was fighting something. The darkness took me, I woke up an hour later with my brother shaking me, telling me, your characters are dying. I went, oh, huh? I started playing it again, and the darkness took me again. But I managed to pause it, and then my brother told me I slept for 4 more hours.
Hey.
So that's not good.
That's a good
story.
I was playing it.
No, 12 is...
after Titus,
yeah.
I mean, like,
Titus
any game with Titus.
Don't
in it,
even
like,
get me
after
started on
just
Titus.
What
I
was
hate
that,
him.
10?
No, don't.
Let's get started with Titus right now. Come
Oh
on.
my god.
No, we're not getting started with
He's
Titus.
so great.
The whole episode will be that. He'll yell
Best
about it.
character.
Move on. Hey.
Hey, I was playing 12 and I was kind of enjoying it.
12's story is fantastic. Its
But-
gameplay is shit.
My problem was my
Amen to
brother's
that.
ex borrowed it and then he broke up with her and then she
Wait,
still
what?
fucking has it.
That's
Oh,
a
that
personal
pisses me
shit
off.
Go
there.
get it from her.
Just borrow
I don't
it
know
from
what happened to her.
FacePad.
I don't know what happened to her. She's gone.
Yeah, she's
Anyway, stop.
never let anyone borrow your shit.
He's got
They're
sister still has my Assassin's
related
Creed
or
card.
whatever.
Oh, I
fucking
actually should
relationship.
probably let him know that.
Probably keep it.
All right.
She's
Yeah,
I work
it's
with her. I
Assassin's
work
Creed
with her
3.
so I can get
It's
it.
Assassin's Creed 3. Let her keep it.
Yeah, honestly.
I still have my shrink wrap.
Anyway,
I'm not losing sleep over it.
anyway,
Moving on.
Jesus.
Finally.
There is an indie game coming out which is called Witch House, which
House.
is I said that.
I know. You said witch again.
Witch House?
You said witch. You were going to say which is, and then I said house, and I win. I threw you off completely.
I
You did say witch house.
okay. Stop it.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Witch House. Jesus. What's wrong? What the hell? Why are you laughing?
You don't. You said witch house, and then you were like, which? You were gonna say which is, and I said house again, and it stopped you dead.
Because I
Stopped
Like,
you dead.
me and you are the
Derailed.
only ones keeping our cool here.
Anyway, Jesus Christ. Witch House.
Which
Okay.
house is it?
It's your mother's house.
Yay!
Anyway,
That's a
it's,
good game.
it's an indie.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Anyway, Jesus, please let me try.
It's a cool game. It's based off of
It's
H.P.
a-
Lovecraft in a way.
Yeah, it's an indie game coming out. It's actually still in the backing stage, so I would suggest you go take a look at it. I'm not saying the goddamn name of it again, but it's gonna be gothic crime solving in a
Which
Lovecraftian
name?
place. Your mother. It takes place in 1926 in Miskatonic Valley. You know, like Miskatonic University from the Lovecraft area thing. So it's gonna be a lot of tentacles and shit. Yeah, there's gonna be it's turn based like XCOM or Shadowrun, something like that, with percentages and everything like that, solving the crime of something going on.
Witchcraft.
Anyway, I'm done. I wanted to talk about something cool. You gotta be a bunch of cuts. I'm done. Anyway,
It's a cool game. Go look it up.
yeah, go look it up. Give it money. I actually think it deserves some money.
Give
Just
me
ignore
money.
the name of it. What's the name of it again?
Witch house. Witch house.
Anyway,
The one that has tentacles in it.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
okay.
That's what you should have said the first time.
Okay, weird and sad news. Vita's 4 years old.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What
Just-
now?
Yeah, the Vita is 4 years old.
And Sony has
The
completely.
Vita. Never heard of that.
Wow, you're being that guy. Wow.
Oh.
Sure feeling great.
How did
The
that
movie
sell?
I'm most
Hey,
excited
I
for
could
this year
name
is
a
Warcraft.
whole
It
bunch-
didn't.
I actually forgot about that.
I didn't.
Obviously.
Dr.
And Doctor Strange.
Doctor
the
Strange,
High Elf. The High Elf
the-
is being Doctor Strange.
Pretty much.
Star Wars Rogue One.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, I
it.
forgot about that. I forgot about
There's
this.
so many movies coming out this year.
That's
Like,
actually
it's
I
insane.
I think the reason is I don't remember these movies is because of the sheer fact that I don't want to get hyped for them and then have to wait the long time for it.
Yeah.
I just want to coast through life and then be like, oh, that movie's out. Oh, what? And then I could just get that one day where you're really giddy and then you go see the movie. So I don't get anything spoiled from all the trailers. I just get that
Yeah.
childlike wonder in me.
I'm gonna start avoiding trailers because I hate this new trend of, hey, here's the twist.
Here's the whole movie because people are stupid.
The one that specifically made me really angry about it was Terminator, the last one, Genesis or whatever, where the whole movie was in the first trailer that came out.
Because it tested well with people. I want to know the story. Then see the movie. See the movie.
It was in the movie, it was in the trailers, it was in the posters, it was in all the advertising.
It's kind of why I avoid most of the trailers nowadays for games and stuff, because it's
games aren't so bad because there's a lot.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's the journey, not the destination.
I kind of like
it depends on the game.
I like the feeling of being surprised instead of knowing what everything's in a game nowadays or a movie. People are oh, I need to know all the facts about this game before I play it.
Well,
I'm really psyched for it, but I just need to know everything about it.
Give me a plot synopsis and all the character art. And
so I can mash the button and skip through the story because I already know it, and it's just going to slow me down. I hate you if you're that person.
Yeah,
I hate you.
My brother is that person.
I hate you. I don't care if it makes me seem like a jerk or a dick or anything. I hate you.
I just avoid E3 things. I'll
E3
Persona 5. Persona 5 I'm so fucking psyched for. And I have avoided all the shit.
I've tried 3, I've tried 4, I put 40 hours into it. I hate it. I don't want to I don't want to live a high schooler's life. I already lived a high schooler's life.
Nobody wants to
I want to solve the
life.
goddamn crime. I want to fight monsters and I want to get the fuck out. I don't want to have to study for geology. I don't want to have to fucking look up fucking Japanese lore in order to get a fucking question right so I can get higher stats. That's fucking retarded.
If you want to play Persona and not play Persona, play the Digimon Cyber Sleuth game because it's Persona's combat without all that faggotry. And you're a spooky space cyber detective. It's delightful.
I would
buy it and play it. It's awesome.
I would if I
do it back.
They're still cool monster designs even if you don't like Digimon.
They're
You'll be even better because a lot of them.
Can you rename them?
No, sadly.
Oh, because I would have named them all Jamaican names.
You can just call them Jamaican names.
I'll call this one Willie Mon, and I'll call Hey Mon. And is there one of them, Digimon, whose name is Hey Mon?
I think there probably is. I don't think it's in that game, but there probably is a Haymon. There are a lot of
Haymon. I would only use him. I only use him.
To be honest, there's probably a Rastamon.
A Rastamon!
And if there's not actually, there's a fan art of Rastamon that somebody made.
Somebody make that. Or bring it to my attention.
Somebody send it to me.
Somebody do the work. I want to loaf around.
I don't care enough to look it up myself. But send us.
Send me things, please. Just not dick pics.
Oh my god.
Preferably money.
They're gonna send you dick pics now.
Yeah.
They're gonna send you Dickymon.
Dickymon, whatever. I'm sure that's already a thing.
And Scrotomon.
Whatever, man. Who made every one of their names end in Mon? I hate the person that made that. It's so annoying. I like to think that the creator is also Jamaican.
No, he's Japanese. Fuck. What are you expecting?
I was hoping a big
Jamaican man moved to Japan and made a Pokemon competitor?
Yeah!
You know what? I kind of wish it was true now, too.
Hey, what's this one called? It's called a Wargreymon.
So his name was Wargrey?
I don't fucking Wargreymon. I don't know.
Wargreymon's awesome. He's my favorite.
Anyway,
him and the cactus. Togemon.
What about the shit pile?
that's Hambark's favorite.
And bananas.
Right? You love the pile of shit?
What?
The pile of shit Digimon.
Oh, fuck you. Alright. No one... Just so our audience knows, I played the fucking first Digimon World on PS1, and at first I was so excited to play this fucking game. Agumon was my favorite Digimon. I couldn't wait to evolve him to Greymon, Wargreymon.
It's my favorite story.
My dick was rock hard, man. I was so excited. So the first time I played, right, I didn't know how the fuck anything worked. I just played the game and hoped for the best. Agumon started to evolve, right? I was at the edge of my seat. I was like, oh, fucking here we go. It's gonna be Greymon. And he fucking turned into a shit monster. I was so mad. So mad. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
And it went, I'm sure it went, ah!
It did. It infuriated me, man. I was like, okay, let's try that again. Restart the whole game. Get an Agumon. Walk him around. I made him use the toilet. Because I heard him shitting on the ground was a bad thing. So I thought I trained him right. So he evolves. And I was like, alright, Here we go. Hopefully Greymon. No, fuck you. Goddamn another motherfucking shit monster. Whatever the fuck he's called.
Sukamon. His name is Sukamon.
Fuck Sukamon. He's an asshole.
No, he's
No,
not.
it comes from your ass.
Sukamon.
He's a big, glorious,
He's an
golden
asshole.
pile of shit.
He wanted a Sukuban.
And they, in the
10
new,
times. 10 motherfucking times, man.
10 times?
I restarted that game.
Why did you start 10
why did,
times?
couldn't you Digimon them back down?
I didn't know. I had no idea.
You thought you were locked
No idea.
It's in all the other games. I don't know if
I
it's
tried
in the
not
original or not.
Agumon. I tried other I tried other friggin' Digimon. They all evolved into shit monsters.
Maybe
Every
you're
fucking
You're
time,
not
man.
big shit.
in. Maybe you're a shit trader. You ever think of that?
Fuck, maybe the game sucks.
It doesn't though. It's so good.
It's
Apparently you're a shit trader.
If it's
because
too
everything
hard,
turns-
go play Pokemon.
Everything you touch turns to shit.
it did though.
You'll be delighted to hear that in all the newer ones, you pick what it Digivolves into and when it
Oh my
Digivolves.
god.
It doesn't just happen anymore.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it, man.
Oh, I gotta catch my breath. Oh.
That's my favorite
There's
story.
a lot of anger.
That is
So
one of my
much
favorite.
anger. It's a personal vendetta.
Why did I get suddenly reminded me of Scanners?
Oh, that? Ugh. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I remember back in the day, I used to be really really into Monster Rancher, and I'm really sad that entire.
Whatever
See,
happened to
He
that?
has has memories of it too. Do you
I
remember?
I
I
did
did.
too.
I
I played it
I have
too.
yours.
Yeah. Do
might have
you
yours.
remember when you raised a golem because they lived forever?
Yeah.
They lived for like 80 years in game, and like everything else died in like 10, and you can get them.
You know-
up.
Like, I never hardcore played the actual game. I would just sit and I would put every DVD I owned into that PlayStation trying to get cool things.
If you had, there was a certain music CD, when you put it in, you got a monkey. A monkey with a leather jacket and sunglasses.
Couldn't you get Shaq? I think you could get Shaq
You
too
could-
from something.
You actually had to do a special thing.
You had to get
and
the- you had to get the-
you get
what-
Magic. No, you get Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah,
And then you
whatever.
can mix a black man with monsters, and one of its moves, I swear to God, this is true. He pulls out a Uzi and fires. He pulls out a Uzi.
What?
And it's like. Da, 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 da.
Thank you, Japan. That's lovely.
He had a basketball at all times. Even if you mixed it with stuff, it would still do the dribble animation. And there were robots and stuff, but that one stuck out with me because he had to work for like days in order to own a black dude. Just own a black dude.
He came out of Magic Disc.
He came out of a mirror. Came out of a magic mirror. Magic Johnson came out of a magic mirror.
That's where he lives. He lives in a Magic
He
Mirror.
lives in a magic mirror so you can own a black man and have him fight a dragon. Because you don't want to do it. I'm not joking.
I'm aware you're not joking.
I'm not.
I don't want to do it. Go do it.
I'm also not. I'm also curious if anyone ever took that Magic Johnson and mixed it with the monkey. I don't know, because after a certain while in that game, you just sit down and you get all those monsters and you just start sciencing them together to see what you can make. The horrible abominations that come out. Like there's golems that you can have one single cycloptic eye, and there's just jelly things everywhere. Oh my God, I love those games.
Are you finished?
Are you?
Waiting for you.
All right. Oh,
Got all tangenty there.
you had him tell an entire story about a pile of shit. Fuck
It was a
you.
funny story about a pile of shit.
All right.
Jesus.
Any final thoughts, guys?
Bubba booey, bubba booey, bubba
I
booey.
thought those were our
Repeated
final
Bubba Booey.
thoughts.
Final thoughts. Balls.
Rest in peace, Meek Mill.
I will poop now.
Fucking Nintendo.
Shut up.
No, that'll start a whole nother video. Stop it.
Fucking re.
Alright, wrap it up.
All right. That's the end of episode 2.
All right.
Hopefully we'll be more on time next time. There'll be less shouting, and we'll actually have the green screen up and running. So that'll be fun.
It'll happen eventually.
It'll happen eventually, but this shit is
We're
hard.
just putting a
For
picture
now,
of
we're just in
Kanye's face
Christmas.
in the background.
Just floating behind
Yeah.
everyone, just kind of
So,
like a spook.
Giant Nicolas Cage eyes on vote for
That's
that.
just,
Dude!
yeah, that's not true. That's fine.
Nicolas
If you
Cage
like
over
our
everyone.
show, please like, share, and subscribe. You can watch us on our Twitch channel. We're on every now and then.
Every Friday or Saturday, usually.
We
It's on the
Sometimes,
weekend. It's on the
sometimes
weekend.
I'll pop on.
Pop off?
This is Goof Proof Grunt,
yo.
Death Wombat, the Fighting Bagel,
Michael.
and our host, the Kazmat.
No,
Thank you all for
everybody.
watching. This is Status Effects, and we will see you next week.